Hey, it is the 2023 National Rehabilitation Awareness Week. We are going to be talking to a lot of our team across the Mary Free Bed system, talking to staff from across all of our different locations. And today we're going to start things off with talking to some of our friends over at Covenant Healthcare in Saginaw. I've got a registered nurse who's going to be talking with us about how nursing is part of rehabilitation. We know what rehabilitation is, we've heard about it, but you might not know all the different aspects that go into it. So really excited to have Tracy Brettrager with us from Mary Free Bed at Covenant, and you are actually in a patient room right now. So why
I
don't you
am,
introduce,
yeah,
yourself and tell me about yourself, where you're from?
I'm in one of our new patients' rooms. My name is Tracy. I'm here at Mary Free Bed at Covenant. I am a rehabilitation nurse. I work with all kinds of people here. Our job is fun and exciting.
That's awesome. And I apologize for cutting you off right at the beginning
Oh,
here, but
that's okay.
this is our first one of these conversations. We're hoping to highlight a lot of different staff from across the hospital. And for someone who might not know, how would you describe what rehabilitation is?
Rehabilitation. I mean, there's all kinds of different levels of rehabilitation. Sometimes it's a patient that has been ill for a long period of time. So it's just that their body's been deconditioned and we need to build those muscles in order for them to move again. We have other patients who have multiple fractures and bone injuries. So their experience is a little bit different than somebody who's just genuinely deconditioned. Um, so we were not only treating the injuries themselves, we're relearning how to do things, whether we be weight bearing or using different tools for them to be able to do their normal daily living skills.
And so we know, hear of, I mean, when I first started working in rehabilitation, I just always thought of physical therapy. But how does nursing fit into the picture of the whole multidisciplinary approach of rehab?
With our rehab, because we are inpatient rehab, we take patients that need medical support as well, not only the physical support, whether it be they've had an infection or they're post-surgery where they're requiring dressing changes or they're requiring round the clock antibiotic therapy. There's a lot of nursing that goes into patients who are not able to do the outpatient, where they still need an extra hands-on care and still require some medical assistance as well.
In your work at Mary Free Bed at Covenant, is there a certain type of patient that you work with the most, or do you see patients with all different types of injuries and illnesses?
You know, that's the beauty of us is we have patients from the ages from 11 all the way up. We have patients that have been in car accidents. We have patients who have respiratory or cardiac issues. So we get everybody, a lot of skills, a lot of daily experiences. There's something new that happens every single day.
In your background, you came from another facility before you started working at Mary Free Bed. What's it like making that move from, whether it's an acute care hospital or long-term care facility into a rehabilitation setting? What has that been like, that change for you?
It's been amazing. We are fortunate to have a lot more success stories. We get the successful outcomes. We leave people better than when they first came. And not only are they better, we're better too because I always tease everybody. I get goosebumps when somebody first takes their first steps since they've been with us, or it sounds funny, but are using the bathroom. They're big deal. So we get to experience that right along with them, and we have gained these bonds with each other. We have patients that often come back to visit us just to show us how well they're doing, and it's we get the happy story.
That's awesome. And we're showing a picture of one of the graduations. That's something that Mary Free Bed and Mary Free Bed Covenant have done for a long time. It's the tunnel when they're heading home.
Hmm.
Rehabilitation is all about getting them ready for that next step, helping them to go home or to family or whatever that next place will be for them. But this is like a tunnel, a graduation tunnel that we have. You've probably
Yep.
participated in some of
A lot of
those.
tears down those tunnels, happy tears.
Yeah. And so what do you have any recent success stories, something that sticks in your mind that like you really enjoyed that keeps you coming back to work every day?
Actually, I just had a patient, hadn't been out of bed, had a brain injury, and I was able to be there for his very, very first steps. And that's something that you just don't you don't forget, and we get to participate. And very often, we get to get our patients out of bed. We get to spend a lot more time with them. We get to share in their successes as well.
And I find that interesting when I always talk about rehab nursing versus other facilities. You spend so much time with the patients, and patients' average stay, it ranges, but it could be, 15 days, it could be a couple months, versus like in acute care where they're in and out really fast. Like you really build these connections with patients. What's it like connecting with the patient and their family as well?
It's awesome, especially when you form a bond with a patient and their family. They know you by name, so they're not just saying, go get my nurse. They're saying, go get Tracy. You know, we know that, first name basis. We know the family members, we know the sons, the daughters, the parents, and we're a lot more fortunate in that aspect. And I think that it's a whole team effort. It's not just one person. It's not just the therapy. It's not the nursing. It's the family, the patient. It's our team.
Hmm.
That's how we are successful, because we work together and we all work together so well. We get to see each other. We get to watch the experiences. We get to work with the family to do family training to make sure that they feel confident when they're taking their loved ones back home. So it's an ongoing process. Usually they come back to us on outpatient basis after.
Hmm.
It's just a unique experience, I think, for everybody.
That's great. And this week we're celebrating National Rehabilitation Awareness Week. Why is it important to celebrate something like rehabilitation?
It's important because these are people's lives that we're helping. Unfortunately, something in their life set them back. Now let's get them back and moving and give them everything that they want. Let's strive to have them to go home and be successful, to participate, to actually have enjoyment and fulfillment back in their lives. We don't want to send anybody home worse off than we got them. We want to make sure everybody's going home with their best abilities, and so that they can be happy and continue to move forward.
And you are in our new rehabilitation hospital over there in Saginaw, and it's been a couple years that it's been up and running. What's it been like working in a new facility? And we're showing some pictures of some of the therapy gyms and the hallways and the outside of the hospital. What's it like working in there at that location?
This new building, it is amazing. We were at a much smaller building. We didn't have the technologies prior to coming here. We have so much more room to move our patients. They all have single private rooms, and our therapy departments are just top of the line. It just makes our job a lot easier with the equipment that we have and the technology and the private rooms, and it's a night and day difference. We are very fortunate.
That's awesome. And here's your chance to kind of make a sell. If you want to have somebody else, maybe there's somebody else in the community that is a nurse working in another facility. Why should they come work with you and the team at Mary Free Bed at Covenant Healthcare?
Because we're the best team around, you guys. We have fun, we laugh, we cry, we challenge each other, we support each other. We get to have experiences of, we strive every day to make everybody's lives a little bit better. And we're huge on teamwork. Our therapy department, you will never find anywhere around here that has a therapy department like ours. Our nurses are so supportive. We get to work under the best conditions. I mean, we have top of the line everything. We just have a really good group of people, and our patients are amazing too.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for that, Tracy. It's been really fun chatting with you. If you'd like to find out more information about Mary Free Bed at Covenant, you can go to maryfreebed@covenant.com. You can also find in some information if you'd like to join the team. We're always looking for great therapists and nursing staff to join Mary Free Bed. And this week we've been celebrating National Rehabilitation Awareness Week. We're going to be talking to staff across our system in Lansing, at Traverse City, and Saginaw, and here in Grand Rapids. We're so excited to spend some time. Tracy, you guys are also doing the Spirit Week there as well too. You going to be dressing up for any of the days?
I am today. I didn't make it on today's. It's the tourist day. I didn't make that one, but I will be for the rest of the week for sure.
Awesome.
Got
Well,
to make it
Tracy, thanks
fun.
again. Yeah, we appreciate you again chatting with us. Really thankful. And make sure you stay on our social media channels throughout the week to hear more stories from our staff. Find out why they enjoy working in rehabilitation, working at Mary Free Bed. And hopefully, we can provide a little bit of education for you so you can learn how rehab works and how it can maybe help you or a family member. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great week.